And a pleasant good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the historic Evelyn Hippodrome for tonight's Mesabi Community TV and Locker Talk Sports coverage of high school boys hockey, featuring the Rock Ridge Wolverines and the Duluth East Greyhounds. Along with the entire Mesabi Community TV production crew, I'm Bob Cohn. Rock Ridge, after beating Mound West Tonka last Tuesday night, traveled to Thief River Falls for games on Wednesday and Thursday. The Wolverines lost to Thief River 4-1, but came back and beat Crookston on Thursday by a score of 9-0. It's 2022, and the Wolverines are ready to improve on their 4-5 record. The Greyhounds picked up their first victory just before Christmas, 6-1 at Brainerd, and then they skated to a 4-4 overtime draw at Blaine on New Year's Eve. The Greyhounds are ready to continue the winning ways in 2022, tonight meeting the Wolverines. Both of these teams have first-year head coaches, and both of these head coaches played for Duluth East. Ben Johnson, the head coach at Rock Ridge, and Steve Petrosha, the head coach at Duluth East. Tonight's game is live on Mediacom Public Access Channel 5 and also being live streamed on MesabiCommunityTV.com. Junior varsity game went to Rock Ridge tonight by a score of 4-1. Both teams are on the ice, and we're ready now to meet the starters. We'll have the national anthem, high school hockey from the historic Evelyn Hippodrome in Evelyn, Minnesota. Here are the lines tonight. We'll first run down the lines for the East Greyhounds. One line will have Spenningsby centering Sudo and Berg. Then Cole Christian, who is the leading scorer with 15 points, will be centering Noah Ting and Wyatt Peterson. Gunnar Turbin will be with Dylan Erickson and Wyatt Zawak. And a fourth line, Luke Rose with Nick Janetta and Eli Fresvik. On defense, the captains will pair up. That's Grant Winkler and also Tyler Smith. Henry Murray will be with freshman Brody Olson, and Ben Lemaster and Grady Downs will be the third set on defense. And Xander Simsky will start in the nets tonight. Xander is 1-7-1 on the season, 4.16 goals against, 88% saves. But don't be fooled by this East record of 1-7. They've played a very, very tough schedule, and I've seen them play a couple times, and they are a decent hockey team, and they're only going to get better as this season progresses. After tonight, they will travel on Thursday night to Grand Rapids, and we will have that game. That'll be our My9 game this week, Thursday night against the Thunderhawks. And then Saturday, the 8th of January, they will be hosting Stillwater. Now the Rock Ridge lines for tonight. Due to sickness, Coach Johnson has had to make a few changes. He'll have Dylan Headley centering Brant Tiedemann and Brendan Peterson. Keegan Rudabush will be centering Ryan Mannanen and Isaac Flatley. And Dawson Rudabush will be centering Carson Indahar and Ryan Giruli. In the nets tonight for Rock Ridge will be Ian Kangas. On defense, the brothers will be paired up, Nick and Sam Troutwine. And the second set tonight will have Braden Tiedemann and Derek Dahl. Again, Rock Ridge is a little short-handed tonight because of sicknesses, and therefore they have to go with the number of players that they do have. After tonight, they will be on the road once again. Next weekend, they'll be traveling to the cities. Friday, they'll be playing at Bloomington, Kennedy, and Saturday, they'll be at Minneapolis. Now we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem. And here are your officials for tonight's game. The referees will be Jace Friedlieb and Jason Strukel. The Hounds are in their road dark jerseys with the red pants, the red Duluth East across the front, and the red numerals, the black helmets. Rock Ridge is in their home new white uniforms with the green numerals, black helmets, and the black breezers. And Rock Ridge will be going from our left to right here to start the hockey game. Again, 4-1 tonight for Rock Ridge in the junior varsity game. Happy to have you viewing on this very cold and snowy Tuesday night. I understand the temperature is going to continue to drop. The winds are going to pick up. Currently have a temperature reading of 13 degrees above zero. Looking ahead, it's going to drop down. Well, I guess it's not going to drop down too far below zero. Only to about 1 below maybe tonight. Ian Kangas of the nets for Rock Ridge. Xander Zimski for Duluth East. And we're all set for high school hockey. Puck was controlled by Headley. Spinningsby almost took it away, and now it's dumped in to the Hound end. This is Winkler controlling the puck in behind his net. He has some trouble with it. It'll be kicked in by Sam Troutwine. And now up to Berg, and he'll just shoot the length of the ice. This should be icing, and we'll have a quick whistle. And East quickly will make a line change. They'll bring out Turbin Erickson and Sawak. Well, I'll check that. Now they've made a little change. It'll be Christian, Peterson, and 10. This is 10 coming into the zone. 10 left side. This is Ting. Cross ice. It jumps out over the blue line, and the Hounds will have to regroup. Winkler back in his own and gives it to Smith. Here comes Tyler Smith flipping it in. Nick Troutwine in behind the net, try to control it. Comes to the side of the net. Troutwine again will control it for Rock Ridge, and it's taken away. Troutwine again will pick it up, and they're trying to clear it out, and I think it's caught up in one of the players' breezes. Now it comes out, and it's shot in real deep, rings around the boards this near side. Brent Tiedemann was after it. Gets it back into neutral ice. Headley took a whack at it. Loose puck now is grabbed by Zawak. Cross ice for Smith. Into center ice. Oh, a big check on Zawak by Manninen. Now Headley back in his own end. Pass comes up. Here comes Isaac Flatley walking in. Flatley shot. Oh, what a save by goaltender Xander Zimski. Oh, a big chance for Rock Ridge as a nice pass went all the way up to Isaac Flatley, and Zimski with a great save. Now it's in behind the net. Coming away with it is Dylan Erickson. Cross ice to a Zawak. Delayed offside as the Hounds now will have to regroup in center ice. And it's dumped in by Derek Dahl. Goes right on Zimski. Another save by Xander. Here's a shot from Tiedemann. Was just wide. Dahl, the freshman, will keep it in right to the circle area. And finally, Zawak will just clear it out for the Hounds. Coming out with the puck. This is Dylan Erickson. A shot deflected to the near boards. We're about 3 minutes into our hockey game and already end-to-end action. Now Dahl in behind the net will try to control it for Rock Ridge. Gives it off to Tiedemann. Zawak will keep it in. Puck comes into center ice. It's again coming in as Winkler. He lets go of a shot. It hit someone in front of the net. And Rudebush will just clear it out. It's going to go the length of the ice. They'll wave off the icing as Winkler will run it down in his own end. Headman's pass up, deflected. He tried to hit Jeanette. That did not work at all, although the puck is in the Rockridge end. Tiedemann will now give it off to Nick Troutwine. Headman's a pass into center ice. This is Dawson Rudabush. He could not hold on to the puck. Pass up to a Pseudo, and it's tapped away from him, and Winkler will go back after it once again. Carries it in behind Zimski. He'll give it now to his partner, Smith. Headman's a pass up to Pseudo. Into the attacking zone come the Greyhounds. Along the near boards. Girulli took a whack at it. It's kept in by Berg. Here's a shot, was deflected wide. Berg will control it once again. He tried to get it to Spinningsby, and the Wolverines will just shoot at the length of the ice. It goes right on Zimski. The freshman Olsen will control the puck in his own end. Here's a long pass off Spinningsby. He'll then take a check. Coming into the zone is Berg. Another shot and a save by Kangas. Now Sam Troutwine. Headman's a pass up. Coming away with it is Headley. He's got Tiedemann on his right. Here's a shot, and puck now is deflected to this near boards. Brant Tiedemann trying to control it. He gets double teamed in the boards. Troutwine puts a shot on, and Zimski somehow saw it with a lot of traffic in front, and he makes a save. Watch a replay on that last one. Comes back to Troutwine. Again, traffic in front, and how Zimski saw it, I don't know, but he does, and he makes the save. Just over 4 minutes in our opening period, no score. Duluth East and Rockridge on this Tuesday night. I think the last time these teams played up here was in the early 90s. I talked to a coach, Petrosha, and he said the last time he remembers is when they came into the minors and were beaten. They were higher seed in 92, 93, but they were beaten by Virginia. He thinks that was the last time. Here's a shot and a goal! Deflected in. And Duluth East scores. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. They're going to credit Grady Downs with the goal. We'll try to get the official scoring, but from a tough angle. And the Hounds get the first goal of the night. And it's ruled an unassisted goal. So Duluth East gets the first goal in tonight's hockey game, and they take a quick 1-0 lead. Puck now jumps out of the blue line. Winkler took a whack at it. Here comes Flatley in the zone. Flatley a pass off, and an offside is called on the Wolverines. So the face-off will... Well, now they're bringing it all the way back into the Wolverine zone. And we'll have the face-off with 12:04 to go in our opening period. 1-0 Duluth East. Now Skelton out there on the defense, comes back to the point. Winkler shot right out, and where's the puck? It's loose in front, and now finally Flatley will pick it up. He'll try to clear it out, but it'll be kept in. Another shot, and Kangas with a save, and they'll just ice the puck. Boy, the Hounds almost got another one there. Both teams will make line changes. Rockridge will bring out the Headley, Tiedemann, Peterson line. East will go with Pseudo, Spinningsby, and Berg. These are the top lines for these teams tonight. Here's a pass off the boards. Here comes Tiedemann right to the slot. His shot was just wide by Headley. After it's Peterson, he gives it to Headley in that corner. Dylan Headley battling for the puck. Berg's got him tied up. It'll be kept in. Comes to this near side. In behind Headley after it. Olsen tipped it away. Coming with it now is Turbin. Here comes Turbin. Let's go with a shot. Over the top of the net. Hounds will keep it in right in front of the Rockridge players bench. Now it jumps out of the blue line. Sawak will get it back. In center ice. Passes too far. In after it is Henry Murphy. Here comes Wyatt Sawak back. Hey, let's go of his shot. It was wide. Check that. It was Luke Rose who let go of his shot. Be kept in by Downs. A shot right on and a save by Kangas. Well, watching this replay, Luke Rose will take the draw for the Hounds against Dawson Rudebush. Comes back to the point. A quick shot. Hit a lot of traffic. And now Girulli will pick up the puck for the Wolverines. Cross ice for Indahar. Kick back to Indahar. His shot was deflected up into the netting. Now they'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. Puck is just sitting in the dot. And offside is called, and we'll have another face-off. The historic Evelyn Hippodrome. And next Saturday, or I should say the 15th, they'll have the 100th anniversary get-together, celebration here in Evelyn. Oh, what a building. There's been so much history in this building. I just hope it never, ever closes. Puck is in that corner in the Hound end. A couple players just taking a whack at it. No one seems to want to go. Now Manning in center. Now it's picked up by Rudebush. Comes back to Dahl. He'll just dump it in deep once again. Manning after it. Tapped away from him by Rose. Oh boy, bad pass. Here comes Flatley walking in, and a save by Zimski. Big turnover, and Flatley almost made the Hounds pay for it. In behind that net is Grady Downs, who got that goal tonight unassisted from the tough angle. Hounds having trouble clearing it. Kept in by Dahl. Comes to this near side. And it's just iced. And we're going to have a face-off with 9 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in period number 1. 1-0 in favor of the Hounds. They've outshot the Wolverines 7-4. Now Rudebush will take the draw against Spenningsby. Spenningsby wins the draw. Rudebush center right up front, Madden, and what a save by Zimski. Oh, man. What a pass from Rudebush to Mannanen. We'll watch that one on the replay. Oh, what a save. Puck is along the back wall. Outlet pass, coming away with it now is Sudo. He tried to put it in, was deflected away. Winkler takes a whack at it. Now Winkler will come into the attacking zone. Here is Winkler, try to pull it back. And Mannanen took a whack at it and disrupted that play. Now Bergen behind the net, but it's taken away by Sam Troutwine. Outlet pass up for Flatley. He'll just put it in after his Rudebush. Rudebush by himself, centering pass, nobody there. Spenningsby will come away with it. Gets it up to Sudo in center ice. Now Winkler back in his own end. Here's Winkler coming into the attacking zone. Winkler, let's go with a shot. Kangas with a save. He'll hold on and get a face-off. We'll get a chance to watch these Greyhounds again Thursday night. It'll be a My 9 telecast from the IRA Civic Center, as Duluth East will be traveling to take on Grand Rapids. Thursday night, My 9 television. Battling for the puck. The puck is loose. It's picked up by Christian, and his shot was deflected high and wide. Now behind a centering pass, nobody there. And it jumps all over the blue line as Murray could not control it. Puck is loose. Peterson will put it in for the Wolverines. Now it's taken away. Coming in the zone is Teng. In behind the net, this stick hampered right out front, and Christian could not pull the trigger. Now Teng again will control it. Christian, left side, centering pass, nobody home. And it jumps out over the blue line. Hounds were offside, and now the whistle blows. Again, both of these coaches, Steve Petrosia and Ben Johnson, both played for Duluth East. I think Steve is about 4, maybe 5 years older than Ben Johnson. I think Ben played about 97, and I think Steve Petrosia played in about 92 or so. Now we have an offside call. We'll have a face-off just outside the Rock Ridge blue line. Puck comes into the Wolverine zone, but quickly is cleared back out of the zone. This is Lemaster. Cross-ice pass for Downs. Just center ice. Off Erickson. They'll wave off. No icing. Skelton gets it to Giruli. Headman's a pass up for Dawson Rudebush. Coming in is Indahar. Deflected away. Indahar now almost had a chance to take a whack at it, but again could not pull the trigger on it. Now Dawson Rudebush will control it. Comes back to Indahar. Try to get it back to Rudebush. That failed, and now here come the Hounds once again. This is Dylan Erickson controlling the puck. Hounds have it. A shot from a tough angle. Hits some traffic in front. Still loose in front. Kangas is down. No red light. They keep whacking at it. And finally, Wolverines got it away from the slot area. Indahar will try to clear it. It hit the linesman. Giruli will put it in. Downs will control it. Wolverines on a line change. Coming into the zone is Luke Rose. He gets bumped off the play. Now Sam Troutwine in behind the net. Try to get it up to Mannon. He'll just dump it into center ice. Mannon took a couple whacks at it. Now loose puck is grabbed by Braden Tiedemann. We've got our first penalty of the night coming. Let's see who's come to the box. It's going to be Sam Troutwine. So Duluth East will go on the power play. East on the power play this year is 14.3%. Rock Ridge on a penalty kill is almost 83%. Nick Troutwine will just dump it out. Winkler, Smith, Ting, Christian, and Peterson, the power play unit for the Hounds. This is Christian, drops it back to the point. Peterson in behind the net to Christian, right to the slot area, nobody there. Winkler will keep it in for Duluth East. Cross-ice pass for Smith. Now Cole Christian, he tried to get it to Peterson. That does not work. Side of the net, a shot in. Where is it? A save made by Kangas. Power play for just over a minute remains for the Hounds. As Troutwine sitting in the penalty box, Winkler will give it to Smith, back to Winkler. Let's go the wrister. Kangas with a save. Puck is still loose in the slot area. Another save by Kangas. Four minutes and 50 seconds to go here in our opening period. 1-0 Duluth East. Hounds have 57 seconds remaining on this 5-on-4. Comes back to Winkler, now to Smith. Christian, being hounded by Troutwine, jumps out of the blue line. And the Hounds now will have to regroup in neutral ice. Winkler puts it in. Now it gets cleared back out again. Peterson cross-ice pass. Christian tried to control it. Troutwine took a whack at it. The puck is loose. Peterson gets it back to the point. Here's Smith. Let go to shot. Kangas with a save. I think right now, Coach Johnson and the Wolverines just want to get out of this period trailing 1-0. They've been outshot 18-5. And we still have 4:19 to go in the opening period. This is Murray controlling the puck. Gets it up to Sudo. Second power play unit, Spenningsby. Comes back to the point. A shot was just wide. Here's a shot from a tough angle, wide again. And finally the Wolverines are able to get the puck nearly out. Both teams are at full strength as Sam Troutwine returns to the ice. Oh boy, bad pass. Here's Murray walking in, a shot. Kangas with a save. Hounds continue to apply pressure. Spenningsby looked like he was being hooked as he went in behind the net. Now Nick Troutwine will finally get the puck out of the zone. Murray in his own end controls it for the Hounds. Get up to Sudo, but it's taken away by Dylan Headley. Now Downs coming back, the freshman. Oh boy, almost a great play, but a nice defensive play. And we're going to have a slashing penalty coming. And this is going to be on Headley. Second penalty. So the Hounds will bring their power play unit out once again. Troutwine battles in the corner with a couple Hounds. This is Christian from a tough angle. Goal of a shot. Comes back to the point. Now Winkler to Peterson. They've gone back to their first power play unit. This is Tyler Smith. Cole Christian in the corner. Gives it to Wyatt Peterson. In behind the Rockridge net. Christian controlling it. Back to Smith. Oh, nice play by Mannon, and gets it out of the zone. This is Smith coming into the attacking zone. Dahl try to control it. Mannon shoots it along the boards. Jumps out over the blue line. Winkler back in his own end. Rudebush on the penalty kill. Here comes Winkler. Nice move. Carries it into the attacking zone. Rudebush was all over him. Now to Smith. Minute remaining on this man advantage. Again, dominating by the Hounds so far in his first period. Now Christian in behind the net. Christian gets it back to Winkler. Quick shot. Now Peterson, let's go with a shot over the top of the net. Cole Christian in behind. And finally, Nick Troutwine will clear it. Cannot get it out of the zone, though. In behind. Here's a pass right in front. A save made. Kangas with another save on Noah Ting. And with 90 seconds to go in the period, the Hounds will set up once again in center ice. Grant Winkler walking in, a shot was high and wide of the mark. Kept in by Smith. Boy, these Hounds are just swarming the net right now. 23-5 are the shot differential here in this first period. A couple seconds remaining. Here's a shot. Kangas with a save on the backhander by Cole Christian. Well, if Headley coming back on the ice in a second. Again, the Wolverines just want to get out of this period, trailing only 1-0. Both teams now skating 5 aside. Spenningsby, shot, save made by Kangas. Here's another shot, goal. Hounds get a second one. with exactly 1 minute to play in our opening period. Couple assists on that. Pseudo got the goal. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Hounds. Now Troutwine will pick it up and he'll rifle a shot, and Zimski with the save. Here's a pass coming in, is Pseudo. Berg now has a shot. I don't know if Kagas got a piece of that or not. But we have a whistle and we'll have another face-off. 39 seconds remaining here in our opening period. Shots are 26-5. Puck is just sitting in that circle. Nobody seems to want to control it. Now it comes back to Murray. Rings around the boards to this side. Nick Troutwine now shoots it over the other side. This is Derek Dahl being hounded in behind by the Hounds. Now Murray will backhand it in. Dahl again. Gives it to Nick Troutwine. Boy, Duluth East really has the Wolverines pinned back in their own end. Under 10 seconds to go in our period. Murray's just going to hold on to it in that corner. Now it's kicked around. Dawson Rudebush center pass. And our period will come to an end. We've played one period of hockey from the historic Evelyn Hippodrome. Duluth East dominated the first period, and they'll take a 2-0 lead to the locker room. We'll have more from the Hippodrome after this timeout.
All right, we're back. Still not doing anything properly. Figured it out. Yep. Now I had to press the right button for a transition delegate. Okay, I'm gonna play some ads. That signal. There we go.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports.
We got 104 people watching. Yeah.
Sturkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
And welcome back to the Hippodrome as the ice has been resurfaced. Teams should be coming out shortly. Let's take a look at the statistics in the first period. 2 penalties, both on Rock Ridge for 4 minutes. And As far as the power play, Duluth East wasn't able to score, although they put all kinds of pressure on. Ian Kangas in the first period made 24 saves out of 26 shots, while Xander Zimski made 5 saves. Let's take a look now at the 2 goals in the opening period. At 4:29, Grady Downs, from a very difficult angle, beat Ian Kangas to make it 1-0. Comes Downs from a tough angle and misplayed by Kangas, and it's into the net, and it was 1-0. And then with 1 minute to go in the first period, it was Mikado Sudo, Berg getting one of the assists, and here's how the East second goal looked. And that's where we're sitting right now at 2-0. Taking a look at the schedule involving these teams, as far as Virginia's concerned, they've got girls basketball tonight was hosting Barnum. The boys basketball team was at Duluth Marshall. Evelyn Gilbert had no sporting events tonight, while in Duluth East, their boys and girls basketball teams were both playing at Hermantown tonight. The girls varsity game was at 5:45, and the boys varsity game started at 7:15 tonight. In boys hockey, besides this game here tonight, the big one at Hermantown, it's Duluth-Denfield and Hermantown meeting. It was rescheduled from a couple weeks ago. Greenway's playing at the North Shore tonight. Warroad and Roseau playing tonight, and a big one up in Roseau. And finally, it's Mora playing at Proctor. Girls hockey tonight, North Shore is at Superior. Duluth Marshall is playing in Cloquet against CEC. Hibbing made the trip to the I Falls, and Moose Lake is playing against the Duluth Stars tonight out at the Heritage Center. Involving these 2 teams, Duluth East will travel to Grand Rapids on Thursday night. We'll have that game. That'll be a My9 game starting at 7 o'clock from the IRA Civic Center. And then Saturday, they will host Stillwater at the Heritage Center. While Rock Ridge will go on the road once again. They were on the road last week. They go back to the cities on Friday. They'll play Bloomington Kennedy, and then Saturday they will play Minneapolis. And their next home game will be 1 week from tonight. It'll be a My9 hockey game. They'll take on International Falls. That'll be on January the 11th. So upcoming sporting events involving both of these schools. Of course, we're always happy to have you viewing high school hockey right here at MasabiCommunityTV.com, our free streaming service. Teams will change ends, and let's see if it has an effect as far as Rock Ridge is concerned, because in that first period, all the action was in the north end of the Hippodrome. And I'm sure Coach Johnson now wants to see that flip-flopped for his team, and all the action continues to be in the north end as his team will be attacking, going from right to left. We're waiting for the Hounds to come back on the ice. 2-0 is our score. Duluth East over Rock Ridge. Here come the Hounds out now, led by goaltender Xander Zimski. And when I get a chance, I want to shout out a hello to Cassie Bergman, a Duluth East athlete who is going to continue her softball skill next year. She'll be going to Stout, where she'll finally become a Blue Devil. Congratulations go out to Cassie, and hopefully she has a good senior year playing for Coach Peterson at Duluth East. We're ready to go. Both teams are getting set. Duluth East over at the bench. That was a good look at Zimski, the goaltender. Wolverines ready to go. And I'll tell you, we'll see what effect that that break as they were just dominated in the first period. Total domination. Spendingsby will take the draw against Headley. Hounds and Wolverines from the Hippodrome. Second period about to begin. I think there's some issue with the ice. I guess we're ready to go. Nope, now the other official comes in. Not sure what's going on right now. Jason Strukel and Jace Friedlieb are having a little conversation, and I guess we're set to go. Second period underway, second 17 minutes. Let's see if the Wolverines now can change things up here in the second period. Headley had the puck tapped away from him. It's picked up by Winkler. Here comes Grant Winkler into the attacking zone. Winkler left side. Let's go for a shot high and wide over the top of the net. Rings around the boards. Hounds will continue to put in another shot and a save by Kagas. Boy, two quick shots by Winkler. Now to the side of the net. That's Berg who tried to tee it up. Spendingsby will continue to control it. We've got a delayed penalty coming on Rock Ridge, and another power play opportunity coming for the Hounds, and they just cannot afford to give up that third goal. It'll be Braden Tiedemann coming to the bench, hooking. Christian will take the draw against Brant Tiedemann. Brant wins the draw. Now it goes back to the back wall. This is Peterson. Comes back to Smith. Winkler walking in. Let's go with a shot. Deflected wide. Side of the net. Still loose at the side of the net. Puck was controlled by Ting to Christian. Back to Christian and behind the net. Right to the slot area. Puck is still loose in the crease area. And finally, the Wolverines will just dump it the length of the ice. Zimski shoots it along the boards for Christian. Gives it back to Winkler. Power play time for Duluth East. They have a 2-0 lead, and they're continuing to control the action here in the first minute or so of our second period. In the zone is Peterson. Wolverines finally get it out of the zone. Zimski will just drop it off for Winkler once again. Just over 15 minutes to play in our second period. Comes Grant Winkler into the attacking zone. Carries it in behind the net. Gets bumped off the play by Troutwine. Now Christensen control. Try to go to the slot area. He'll pick up his puck once again. Cross ice for Winkler. Nice puck movement. That's Peterson. His shot was deflected. It comes back to Winkler. Right to the slot area. Christian tried to tee it up. Oh, what a save by Kangas. And a puck will jump out over the blue line. Smith now will give it off to Winkler. Up to Christian. He gets bumped off the play. He'll regain control of it and swiped away by Troutwine. He just rifles it the length of the ice. Only a couple seconds remaining on this man advantage. So again, the Wolverines take care of business on the Duluth East power play. Now Troutwine comes right out in front of his net, has some trouble. It's taken away. A shot by Berg and a save by Kagas. Another shot. The puck is still loose. Coming in, taking a shot. Boy, that was Smith who was right there. And again, Wolverines very, very lucky in their own end as the Hounds continue to put all kinds of pressure on. This is the freshman, Olsen. Lars Berg puts it into the zone where it's picked up by Dawson Rudebush. Long outlet pass, and the Wolverines finally break out. Oh boy, Girulli knocked down the East player. Now Murray off a skate. Girulli gets it in deep, and Zimski will just cover it up with 13 and a half to play. Second period action. Now the Wolverines will bring their first line back out. Tiedemann, Headley, and Peterson. Coming away with it was Wyatt Swak. Now it's intercepted by Erickson. A shot. Here's another shot, and that was deflected wide as Kagas comes up with a save. Watch this replay. Again, they continue to apply pressure. 34-6 are the shots. Wolverines with only one shot so far in the period. Now Brant Tiedemann by himself coming into the zone. Tiedemann try to center it, is deflected back to the back wall. Tiedemann again will control it. Shot goes right on. Zimski with the save. Wolverines need to get the next goal. Hounds continue to dominate the play. Now Winkler in his own end. Try to get it up to the wall. Coming in the zone is Dylan Erickson. Sam Troutwine is on him. They battle in that corner. Finally, Dylan Headley comes in and takes it away. Headley flips it up the boards. Cross-ice pass, a little too far for Peterson. Tyler Smith gets there. His outlet pass, walking in. Here's a shot and a save by Kagas. Coming in was Nick Janetta. Here's a shot deflected. Right in front. Comes back to the point. Now Headley has some trouble as Jeanette gets it back to the point. Winkler could not control it. Puck's in center ice, and Brendan Peterson will fire it in. He'll head to the bench on a line change. 12 minutes to go in this period. Puck is shot the length of the ice. They wave off icing. Now Braden Tiedemann takes a pounding by Wyatt Peterson into the backboards. Couple Hounds, couple Wolverines battling. Now up to Mannanen. Headley whacks it into the attacking zone. The puck is loose, but Winkler will control it once again to Wyatt Peterson. Flatley was on him. And the Hounds will finally get it back into neutral ice. Coming into the zone is Winkler. Smith will keep it in. Oh, nice pass. Walking in his Berg. Save and a shot. Oh, boy, Christian missed, but then he score on the rebound. Christian missed it, but the rebound goes in by Lars Berg. That goal comes 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Lars Berg getting the goal. Christian will get one of the assists. Winkler should get the other assist. And it's 3-0 Duluth East. Now Dahl up to Flatley. There's another goal, a quick one. Spenningsby with a snap. And it's 4-0 Duluth East. Those goals came 11 seconds apart. Berg at 5:44, and now Spenningsby at 5:55. They continue to swarm the net. Comes back to the point, jumps out over the blue line. Murray could not keep it in. East now will have to tag up. Here comes Sam Troutwine into the zone, off the skate, back into center ice. Troutwine again will pick it up. His shot was wide. Dumped in deep. Zimski will just hold on to it. Now he drops it off. comes Berg back. Lars Berg into the zone. A shot saved by Kangas. Spendingsby takes a whack at it. He'll now control it. He'll dump it in deep. Christian after it. He could not control it, and it comes back out in center ice. And we have a whistle. Looks like an offside. We'll have a face-off. 10 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in our second period. And the Hounds continue to dominate tonight's game. They have fired 42 shots at Kangas. He's made 38 saves, while the Wolverines have had 5 cracks at Zimski, and he's made all saves. Coming back is Erickson. Right to the slot area. Shot. Kangas with a save, and now he'll cover up. You see there Kangas just covering up on the puck. Goes all the way down. After it is Tiedemann. It'll be kept in by Headley. Now it's picked up by Headley's shot, and it was deflected wide by the goaltender. Another save by Zimski. Now Tiedemann in behind the east net. Gets it back to the point. Shows right on. Now Headley will put a shot wide. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in our second period. Duluth East with a 4-0 lead over Rock Ridge. Now Headley will put it in for the Wolverines. Flatley keeps it in deep once again. Now Downs in behind his net. Nick Troutwine will control it. He'll go in after it, control it. Fight for it in the corner. Flatley comes in, looks to take it away. Comes towards that slot area. And Zawak will get it into center ice. Now Zawak will control it once again for the Hounds. Gets bumped off the play. Rudebush try to control it. Now Zawak will control it once again. Here's a shot taken, another save by Nick Janetta. Winkler will just flip it back in. The Hounds will have to tag up, but looks like it hit one of the players over on the players' bench, so we'll have another face-off, another whistle. Flatley coming in, gets bumped off the play on a check by Tyler Smith. Smith will control it. We're over the halfway mark of this period, over halfway mark of the hockey game. Shot goes right on. It's in behind the net. Winkler now gives it to Rose in behind the net, but it's taken away by young Rudebush. Try to get it up to Flatley. Isaac gets in the zone, now Manning with Flatley. Pass comes back, but it's deflected away by Tyler Smith. Nice play by Tyler Smith of the Hounds. Jumps over the blue line. Flatley will put it in deep once again. 7.5 minutes to go in our second period. 4-0. Hounds with 2 goals in each period tonight. Offside Duluth East. Well, I got a moment here. I've got a birthday wish to send out. 10-year-old Ben Westby yesterday turned 10 years old. Boy, I think back when I was 10, just a couple years ago. So happy birthday, Ben. Boy, I figured he'd be at the basketball game watching his sister play tonight as the girls were playing Barnum. Puck jumps out of the blue line. Here come the Hounds once again. Here comes Cole Christian walking in. A shot. Oh, it hits some iron. Hounds continue to put the pressure on. Shot grabbed by Sam Troutwine. Off the boards, back into center ice. Drewley took a whack at it. Now Nick Troutwine in his own end. Up the boards, try to get it up. And it's put right back in to the south end here at the Hippodrome. Pass comes back. A shot was just wide. Now Christian will control it. And it's fired the length of the ice. And we're going to have an icing call called on Rock Ridge. It was interesting tonight coming into the Hippodrome and watching the Duluth East kids out in the lobby looking at all the pictures, all the stories, the past of Golden Bear sports here at the Hippodrome. Then they come in and see all these banners. Again, lots of history here at the Hippodrome. And again, Saturday the 15th, they're going to have the 100th anniversary. Hounds in their own end, trying to clear it out. It'll be kept in. That's Headley Titzkov, a shot from his knees. And Duluth East again trying to come out, but Headley will just dump it in deep. He controls the puck, try to get it out in front of the net. Continues to work. He kicks it along the boards. Now Brant Tiedemann comes back to this side where Downs will control it, gets it up the boards. Coming up on 5.5 minutes to go in our period. Coming in is Dylan Erickson. He gets bumped off to play hard. Zawak came in. He'll control it. Gets it back to the point. Kept in by Ben Lemaster. Outlet pass up for Brendan Peterson. And he just fires it in deep. Headley after it. Smith gets there first. He'll give it to Downs. Now back to Tyler Smith. 5 minutes to go in our second period. Duluth East with a 4-0 lead over Rock Ridge on this Tuesday night. Now Troutwine clears the zone, but Tyler Smith will just flip it right back in. Nick Troutwine in behind his net. Try to get it to Skelton. Here's a shot deflected. Puck is still loose at the slot area. Now Berg in behind the net. Off the wall to Smith. Cross ice walking in. That was Winkler. Shot deflected to the back wall. Again, the Hounds just continue to put all kinds of pressure on. Doing a great job. Now is a pass up to Mannon. Here comes Mannon in the zone, but Winkler will take him off the play with a good check, and the Hounds coming back once again. And we got an offside called. Sudo was in ahead of Spenningsby. Berg and Spenningsby with goals 11 seconds apart here in the second period after Downs and Sudo scored in the first period. Hounds will be back in action Thursday night, and we'll have that game for you. It'll be a My9 game from the IRA Civic Center. Duluth East and Grand Rapids. Thursday night, 7 o'clock start. Hope you can join us on My9. Shot from the point, deflected. And the Hounds keep both deep, and now finally it's shot to the length of the ice. And we're going to have another icing call. Three minutes, 35 seconds to go. And now I'm not sure, did we lose a puck or what's going on? Jason Struckel's at the scores table. I think some kids were throwing things on the ice, and I think that's why Jason came over, just to have Matt Schoberg, the public address announcer, just reminding everyone Please do not put anything on the ice. Boy, can you imagine some kid hitting a piece of candy or something? Oh, talk about getting hurt, big time hurt. This is Brant Tiedemann. Here's a shot from Headley from a tough angle. Boy, I just like watching this Dylan Headley play. He reminds me of his father and his uncle. Same size. Here comes Berg in again. Or check that was Christian this time. Boy, hard time telling the difference between 5 Christian and 4 Berg. Both have a lot of speed. Both about the same size. Puck is loose. It's grabbed by Wyatt Peterson, centering pass. Nobody home. It goes all the way back. Ben Lemaster will run it down in his own end. Shot was deflected up into the rafters. We'll have a face-off. 2:32 to go. Second period. Duluth East 4 and Rockridge 0. Face-off just outside the east blue line. Turpin comes in and controls the puck. Now Flatley will put it in. Zimski clears it to the near wall. Now we got a penalty coming on Duluth East. So Rockridge is going to go on the power play, and when the puck gets touched right now by the Hounds. So with 2 minutes and 15 seconds, Duluth East takes their first penalty. And watch this coming up. Elbowing is the call. Peterson, Headley, Troutwine, Rudebush, and Flatley, the power play unit for Rockridge. This is Rudebush. He could not control it, and it's cleared out of the zone. Spenning's beyond the penalty kill. Right at the blue line. Rockridge on the power play, 15.6%. Duluth East penalty kill, 67%. Shot goes right on. Kangas will glove it, drop it off for Troutwine. Now Rudebush in center ice. Rudebush kicks it forward, now controls it, drops it. Nobody home but East, and it's cleared. And Nick Troutwine will have to run it back in his own end. Hounds now change up their penalty kill. Rudebush whiffed on it and then did get it across ice. Troutwine gets turned back by Wyatt Zawak. Rudebush again. Cross ice for Peterson. Here comes Brendan Peterson in the zone. Now they'll set up right out front, and Headley was denied by Zimski. Headley again. Shot was deflected. We're into our final minute. Rockridge has about 50 seconds remaining on this power play. This is Brendan Peterson. Now Troutwine, cross ice for Rudebush. Half a minute to go in our period. Wyatt Zawak coming back to Berg. Back to Zawak off his stick. Zawak just could not get his stick squared. Now it's grabbed by Rudebush. 20 seconds to go in our period. Both teams skating 5 aside. Wolverines unable to do anything on that power play. Comes back to the point, intercepted. Here come the Hounds. A shot as the period comes to an end. A hard shot taken by Wyatt Peterson. We've played 2 periods of hockey from the Hippodrome in Eveleth. Duluth East on top of Rockridge by a score of 4-0.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
The Ranch, Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
And welcome back to the Evelyn Hippodrome. You're viewing tonight's telecast on Mediacom Public Access Channel 5 and also our live free stream at MesabiCommunityTV.com. Let's take a look at the stats after two periods. Ian Kangas made 24 saves in the first period and only had to make 21 saves in the second period for 45 saves so far in the hockey game. Xander Zimski, 5 saves in the first, and he was called upon to make 8 saves in the second, so he has 13 saves on 13 shots after two periods. Duluth East had 1 penalty for 2 minutes. Rock Ridge had 1 penalty also for 2 minutes. And we've had no power play goals at all tonight, but we have had 4 goals in our hockey game, all by Duluth East. We'll recap the first period, then we'll show you the 2 quick goals in the second period. First period at 4:29, Grady Downs scored on assist, making it 1-0. And then with 1 minute to go in the opening period, it was Sudo from Berg making it 2-0. We moved to period number 2 at 5:44. Lars Berg gets his second goal of the season, and let's see how that goal looked. Basically, he just mopped up in front at the right place at the right time, and that made it 3-0. And then 11 seconds later, off the face-off, Spenningsby wins the face-off and drills one right past goaltender Kangas. Looks like a couple of assists also on that goal, but Spenningsby again, he won the face-off, shot it in the corner, pass came back to him in the slot area, bingo one time, and it is a 4-0 lead for the Greyhounds. I just want to make sure before we wrap up tonight, we want to thank Scott Collins and his crew here at the Hippodrome for setting things up for us, blocking off so we're able to get our vehicles, so we were able to run our cords up. So again, just want to send out that thank you. And we will be back here again. We have one more game at the Hippodrome, a Rock Ridge game. That'll be in February. I think it's like February 12th or something, when Rock Ridge, I believe, is hosting Pine City. Yes, that's February 12th. We will be back here at the Hippodrome for Rock Ridge hockey. Again, looking ahead at our schedule before we take a break. Thursday night, we have a My9 hockey game at the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids. It'll be Grand Rapids and these Duluth East Greyhounds meeting. And then the following Tuesday night, 1 week from tonight, we'll have Rock Ridge and International Falls on My9 television. That's January the 11th from the new Miners Building, the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Well, let's take a time out. We should be ready for the third period shortly. It's 4-0 Duluth East over Rock Ridge, a total domination so far. And let's see if the Wolverines can come out and win the third period, get a little momentum for their next game. You're watching tonight's telecast again, our live stream at MasabiCommunityTV.com, and more from the Hippodrome after this.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere, like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Masabi story.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
The Ranch, Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. to provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
Well, the ice has been resurfaced. We're waiting for it to harden quite a bit. Team should be out very shortly, and we'll have the third period of tonight's hockey game. Again, Downs, Pseudo, Berg, and Spenningsby have the goals tonight for Duluth East. 2 in the first period, 2 in the second period, and the shots 49-13 as Duluth East really socking it to the Wolverines in the first 2 periods. And again, let's see if the Wolverines now can come out and win this third period, try to get some momentum for their weekend series down in the Twin Cities. Friday, they'll play Bloomington Kennedy, and then Saturday, they'll take on Minneapolis. Minneapolis comes out of Section 2. It's a very, very strong section. I know we'll also see one other strong team in Section 2. That'll be next Saturday, the 15th, when Providence Academy will take on Rockridge. That game will be over at the new Miners building. They're also from Section 2. So, again, one of the stronger sections this year. Hermantown continues to hold down the top spot in Class A state rankings. Dentfield is still number 6. Again, you got Warroad as number 2. Haven't gotten a score yet, but it would be interesting to know how things are going in Hermantown tonight, as Duluth Dentfield now is healthy. They had to cancel when they were supposed to play a couple weeks ago. They're healthy, and they're playing the Hawks tonight in Hermantown. Greenway had to go up to the North Shore to take on the North Shore team. Warroad and Roseau playing up in Roseau tonight, and Mora is at the new St. Luke's facility in Proctor. Girls hockey, Hibbing was at I Falls. Duluth Marshall played in Cloquet against CEC. North Shore was across the border taking on Superior, and Moose Lake took on the Duluth Stars tonight, a game played at the Heritage Center. Girls basketball tonight, the Virginia girls were taking on Barnum over at the Physical Education Building in Virginia, while the boys were meeting Duluth Marshall tonight. Again, we're just waiting for the teams to come back on the ice, and we'll have our third period. We got a chance to see Duluth East again as they come out on the ice right now. On Thursday night, it'll be the My 9 game of the week as they'll take on the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Now Rockridge comes out. We have 17 minutes of hockey remaining. Four 0 Duluth East over Rockridge. Rockridge coming into the game tonight had won 4, lost 5. Last week they went up to Thief River Falls. They played at the Ingolstadt Arena. Were beaten Wednesday night 4-1 by Thief River. Came back Thursday night and beat Crookston 9-0. Meanwhile, Duluth East won their first game just before Christmas, 6-1 at Brainerd. And then they went to Blaine on New Year's Eve, and they skated to a 4-4 tie. After Grand Rapids on Thursday night for Duluth East, they'll host Stillwater Saturday at the Heritage Center. Well, the Hounds are huddled around their first-year head coach, Steve Petrosha. Rock Ridge skating around goaltender Kangas. East will now go from south to north in the final 17 minutes. Aiden Spenningsby will take the draw against Dylan Headley. Looks like we're waiting for the ice to harden on one end as Sturkle, one of the officials, is standing by Kangas. I think the ice on the north end isn't quite hard enough yet. Home of the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. Evelyn, Minnesota, were the site of tonight's game. Guess we're ready. Third period, 17 minutes remaining, 4-0 Duluth East. Headley wins the draw. There's a long pass, and it was intercepted by Winkler. Puts a shot off the stick of Kangas. Now it's controlled by Sudo right to the slot area, batted away. Berg tries to control it for the Hounds. Now Troutwine shot it along the boards. Puck is loose, and Nick Troutwine will pick up the puck, and he'll put it into the Hound end. Winkler gets there just again. Brant Tiedemann. Comes Winkler skating into the attacking zone. Winkler goes right around a couple Wolverines. Puck is loose, and now it's picked up by Troutwine. Here comes the senior Nick Troutwine. He gets turned back by Noah Teng, and he just shoots the puck out of the zone. Now Winkler in center ice will control it. Gets it up to Teng. Taken away by Braden Tiedemann. To Mannanen. It'll be kept in by Sudo. We're about a minute and a half into the period, and the puck goes all the way down, and we have something behind the play. Cole Christian's going to go to the penalty box. Second penalty on Duluth East. And Rock Ridge will bring their power play unit out. Headley, Peterson, Sam Troutwine, Flatley, and Rudebush. $15:40 to play in our hockey game. 4-0 Duluth East. Battle for it along that end board, controlled by Peterson. Back to Sam Troutwine, back to Peterson. Savak was all over him. Now Flatley tried to get it back to Headley. Puck is still loose in the slot area. Shot to the near board. Headley will control it for the Wolverines. Walks in a shot. Hit a lot of traffic in front. Big screen, though. Comes back to the point. Sam Troutwine hit a skate, and it jumps out over the blue line. Savak after it. He'll tap it into the Wolverine zone. He'll go after it. Boy, nice penalty kill by Wyatt Savak. Headley, pass goes to Rudebush. Here's Rudebush carried in behind the net. Now comes to this near side. Past the slot area. Shot. Goal! Brad Tiedemann scores a power play. Rudebush with the great feed. So it's 4-1, a great feed from Rudebush, and Tiedemann puts it home, And it's 4-1. Now a shot, and Savak will make the save. Boy, maybe that's the jump start they need here in the third period. We'll see how the Wolverines will continue in the final. 14-33. Comes back to the point. Skelton, cross-ice pass to Nick Troutway. Here's a shot taken right on. Kangas with the save. Well, they also credited Headley with the assist. So Rudebush and Headley. Tiedemann gets the goal. And Rockridge so far winning the third period. Wolverines try to break it out. Zavak will keep it in. Here's a shot taken, hits some traffic right in front. Hard shot taken by Turpin. Now it's shot along the boards to the near side. Brendan Peterson tried to get it up the boards and out into center ice. But it's turned back, coming right in. A shot in, the net comes up off the mooring. Let's watch that one on the replay. Looked like Kangas maybe when he went down kind of kicked the net. Yeah, it looked like his left skate just accidentally kicked it off. So with 13:43 to play, we'll have a face-off in the Wolverine zone. Rose wins the draw for the Hounds. Shot towards the slot area, and now Nick Troutwine tries to control it. Troutwine comes away with it, shoots it up the boards, comes Manning, gets it up to Rudebush. Wolverines now have to tag up. Loose puck is grabbed by Downs. Downs after it, but Troutwine, long pass up for Rudebush. Here comes Rudebush by himself. Now he got some help. Manning in, pass right out in front, shot a goal! Here come the Wolverines. .358. Flatley gets the goal. Rudebush and Manning with the assist. And just like that, it's 4-2. Headley now and Christian. Headley wins the draw for the Wolverines. Now we got a hockey game with 12:55 to play. Right to the slot here, taken away by Headley. Here comes an odd man rush. Pass comes up to Brand Tiedemann. Back to Headley. Headley in the circle. Whiffed on it. Takes a shot. Oh, boy. Peterson was right there in the slot area. Now Dahl tries to shoot it in deep. Be kept in. Tiedemann after it. Grabbed by Murray. It'll be kept in by Tiedemann. Shot was just wide. Peterson now gives it to Brant Tiedemann in the corner. Henry Murray has him tied up. Now Dahl shoots it, comes to the near side. Headley will pick up the puck. Headley looks for some help. Then he gets knocked down on the play. And finally, here comes Christian getting it up to Tang. Tang walking in. Nice play by Dahl to tip the puck away. 12 minutes to play in our game. 4-2. Duluth East over Rock Ridge. Now Peterson, a long pass up for Brant Tiedemann. Walking in, Tiedemann. And it was off his skate. And now a little extra stick work there. No call at all. And we're going to have a face-off in the east end. Watch on this replay as the Wolverines now stretching the ice a little bit. Puck is just sitting in that circle, comes back to the point. Sam Troutwine's shot was deflected wide. In behind the nest. Girulli tried to center it. Puck is still sitting loose. Now into her. We'll just dump it in deep. After it is Tyler Smith. Shoots it back to this near side, and it's going to go all the way down. Sam Troutwine in behind his net will control it. Here comes Troutwine into center ice. Puck was taken away, and we've got offside called on Duluth East. Face-off will come outside the Wolverines' blue line. Downs will dump it in for the Hounds. Coming up on 11 minutes to play. This is Rudebush coming back. Rudebush cross-ice pass for Mannanen. Gives it back to Rudebush and behind. Centering pass to Flatley in the slot area. Tapped away. Now Rudebush will get it back to the point. Here is Nick Troutwine. Shoots it along this near side where Flatley will control it. Shot towards the net. Hit a defenseman right in front. And coming away with it is Noah Ting. In the center ice to Wyatt Peterson. Now Cole Christian's shot. 10.5 to go. Manning along the far board. Center, oh boy, gave it right to Peterson. Centering pass. Puck is loose in front of him, Christian. And again, the net came off the mooring. I don't know, did it accidentally come off the mooring again? I'm not sure if we got a replay on that or not. I guess not. According to the truck, we don't have a replay. Or at least the truck doesn't want to show a replay of that because, I don't know, I think Ian may have just kicked that one off. Now the puck was controlled by Erickson of Duluth East. It's in deep. Brody Olson gives it off to Murray. Here's a long pass, too far. It'll be icing again on Duluth East. 10:03 to play in our game. Duluth East with a 4-2 lead. They led 2-0 after 1, 4-0 after 2. But Tiedemann and Flatley have scored 39 seconds apart. Check that, a minute 39 apart. And it's a 4-2 game. Puck will be kept in. Braden Tiedemann shot right towards the net, and Zemski sees it all the way. Boy, this is a different Wolverine team here in this third period. Peterson will put it in. After it is Murray, intercepted by Braden Tiedemann. His shot was wide. Skelton will keep it in for the Wolverines in behind the net. Shot along the boards. Braden Tiedemann once again cannot control it. Has all kinds of trouble from Turpin. Here's a pass right out front. The shot, Turpin took a shot, and I think just wide of the mark, and now it goes up into the Wolverines players bench. And we'll have another face-off. Duluth East 4, Rockridge 2. 9:12 to play. Now Kangas with a little equipment issue. Something with his, is it his glove or his face mask? I think it's his face mask. Our next telecast will be Thursday night. It'll be a My 9 telecast, as we will be at the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids. Always nice to get over there and see Athletic Director Ann Campbell. Not sure how long they'll let him try to fix that. They usually have a spare mask. I guess we're all set. 9:12 to play. Spendingsby will take the draw against Indahar. Right to the slot area. Berg tried to tee it up. His shot was wide. Kept in by Smith. Now to Winkler off his skate. Here's Berg walking in a save. Made. The puck is loose. It's still loose right in front. Players are down on the ice. And now Troutwine will grab the puck for Rock Ridge. Troutwine will get it up to Giruli. Off a skate. Into the zone is Indahar, but it was taken away from him. Now up to Sudo. Long pass. East tried to stretch the ice a little bit on that pass, but that did not click. And now we have another puck out of play and another face-off. Face-off's going to come just outside the east blue line. Rudebush will come in and take the draw against Spendingsby. Rudebush wins it. Dahl puts it in for the Wolverines. Downs in behind his net, goes down. Off the boards in the center ice. Sudo try to control it. Troutwine coming away with it. Here comes Troutwine back into the zone. Troutwine tried to split a couple defenders. Now Flatley could not control it. Coming away with it is Spendingsby. Here comes Spendingsby into the attacking zone. Comes right to the side of the net. Gets taken down, and now Rudebush will clear the zone. We have a whistle. We've got a penalty coming, interference penalty on, let's see, it's going to be on Duluth East. Interference is going to be called on Spendingsby. And the last time East took the penalty, the Wolverines got a power play goal. Now Winkler clears it out of the zone. Controlled by Teng. In behind the net. Teng now into that corner. Troutwine will pin him against the backboards. Troutwine again controlling it. Gives it to Rudebush. In his own end, back to Troutwine. Comes the captain of the team into the zone. Carries it in deep. Now Rudebush tries to control it. Smith is all over him. Try to pit him into that back wall. In behind that east net. It'll be kept in. Nope, jumped out of the blue line, so they'll have to regroup. This is Headley carrying in. Dillon centering pass right on front. The shot was just deflected wide. Now it's picked up by Brendan Peterson. Peterson looking for somebody in front. Here's a pass to the slot area off Rudebush's skate. Goes to the far wall. Now Flatley will grab it. Isaac gets it back to the point. Rudebush has it taken away by Teng. Here comes Teng. He's got Christian with him. Christian trying to get it back towards Teng. He goes down. 6.5 minutes to go. Here comes Headley back. Headley coming in on the net. Headley walks right in, and a save made by Zimski. Headley will try to control it. Now Tiedemann pass right down front. Rudebush trying to take a shot. Flatley takes a goal! Flatley or Rudebush or Tiedemann, one of them scored. It's another power play. They're going to say Brant Tiedemann's going to get credit with the goal. And it's a 4-3 hockey game. Flatley will get one of the assists. Headley should get an assist. That goal comes at 10:43, and just like that, it's 4-3 hockey game. Now Sam Troutwine puts it in. It's intercepted. Manning passed it, tried to hit Flatley. Manning tries to keep it in. He lost his stick. Now Winkler coming back. Loose puck is grabbed by Rudebush, trying to get it up to Flatley. Comes into the Wolverine zone. Jumps back out over the blue line. Olsen gives it off to Winkler. Now Grant Winkler gets it into the zone, attacking zone. He'll head to the bench on a line change. Manning to try to control it, and they're going to say a hand pass, and they're going to bring a face-off all the way back in the Wolverine zone with 5:27 to play in our hockey game. The Wolverines have controlled this period. Brant Tiedemann with 2 goals, Flatley with 1. 2 are power plays. And we've got a penalty coming, and we're going to have another power play interference. This is going to be called on Murray. And with 5:21 to play in our hockey game, the Wolverines will go on the power play once again, looking for the equalizer. Headley will take the draw against Spenningsby. Headley wins the draw. Comes back to Troutwine towards the net. Deflected to the back wall. And it's cleared. Now Nick Headley in his own end. Up to Rudebush off his stick. Back in center ice. Headley will control it for the Wolverines. Under 5 to play. It's a 4-3. Here comes Headley walking in a shot. And it's fired out of play. Face off in the Hounds' end with 4:49 to play. To be kept in by Nick Troutwine. In the circle. Troutwine controls it. Gets it back to Peterson. Back to Troutwine. Shot right on. Saved by Zimsky. Puck is loose. And it goes right through the crease. And it's cleared, but not out. Kept in by Troutwine. He hit Peterson. Now Headley will control it. Headley puts a shot right on. Flatley with a screen in front. Controlled by Brendan Peterson. A shot right on. Zimsky with a save. Peterson again controlling it. Comes back to Troutwine. Cross ice for Rudebush. Now Flatley back to Rudebush. Here's Troutwine walking in. A shot save made. Rudebush again controlling a puck side of the net. Flipped it over and it goes up and out of play. We've got 3:56 to play and 35 seconds remaining on this 5-on-4. Headley will come in and take the draw. And now we've got a timeout called by Rockridge. So we're going to take a break. We'll have more hockey action after this. It's 4-3 Duluth East over Rockridge.
I decided to come to Mesabi because you get that one-on-one experience with your instructors, and I'll leave Mesabi with literally zero debt. And for what I'm going into, I just thought it was the smartest decision, and then I could also continue playing the sport I love, baseball. Definitely the fact that I could play baseball here helped a lot with meeting people and met a ton of cool kids, so I have no regrets. It's been a great decision. My name's Cody, and this is my Masabi story.
Three minutes and 56 seconds remaining. 35 seconds on the man advantage. Rockridge so far in this period have had 2 power play goals in 2 tries. Winkler clears his own. After it is Ting. He's going to get there. Here's Ting with Christian right in front. Now Troutwine will control it, lead the charge. One last charge here on this power play. Troutwine will carry the puck into the zone. Nobody back at the point, so it has to jump out of the blue line. Now coming in is Cole Christian. Left side, Christian now gets it back to the point to Winkler. Backhand toward the slot area. Kangas clears it away. Now both teams are skating 5 aside. Comes Isaac Flatley getting it up to Headley. Headley will keep it in the zone. Gets it back to Flatley. Puck is in the circle. It's still loose. Rudebush back to the point. Nobody home. Now Lars Berg will control it. Here comes Berg walking in. Berg shot goal. Lars Berg with his second goal of the night. .13:58's the time of Lars Berg's third goal of the season. Spenningsby wins the draw for the Hounds. Now it's picked up by Manninen. He flips it in. Zimski will just cover up. Now Dawson Rudebush will take the draw against Aidan Spenningsby. Spenningsby again wins the draw. Tiedemann in behind the net. Now gives it to Manninen. Back to Tiedemann. Tiedemann with 2 goals tonight for the Wolverines. Murray kicks it up the boards. Spenningsby try to control it. Jumps out over the blue line. Now Murray try to get it up to Spenningsby, and we've got another whistle. And we have a face-off coming with 2:32 to play. Duluth East 5 and Rockridge 3. Turpin will take the draw for the Hounds. Headley for the Wolverines. And now Strukel comes into the middle once again. And they make a correction. The face-off is going to be in the Wolverine zone. Flatley after it, a shot, and Zimski with the save. Now Dylan Erickson. Taken away by Flatley. Here's Isaac Flatley. Pass. Try to hit Headley, just a little bit out of Headley's reach. Troutwine will carry it back in his own end. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in our game. Here comes Dylan Headley walking in once again. He gets taken off the play by Brady Olson. Now the puck is along the near board. Shot goes right on. Zimski with the save. Comes to the near side, and it's jumped out of the blue line all the way down. We'll have another icing. And we'll have a face-off back in the Greyhound end. 1:46 to play. Hounds were in total control of this hockey game after 2 periods. And this third period, Rockridge with 2 power play goals. They cut the deficit, and then Berg has just about sealed the deal with goal number 5, as the Hounds now with a 2-goal lead under 90 seconds to play in our game. Troutwine will pick up the puck. Here's a long pass. Oh, they tried to hit Tiedemann. Good defensive play. And the Hounds will just fire it back in. 70 seconds to play. Right in front of the scorer's table, and it's put into the Wolverine zone. Nick Troutwine gets it back into center ice. Now it's taken away by Christian. Nice move by Cole Christian. And we've got a penalty coming on the Wolverines with 54 seconds to play. Sam Troutwine coming to the penalty box. (5-3) Duluth East. Comes back to Murray. Boy, someone lost a stick again. It's in an area that we are cut off because of our press box. We cannot see anything along the near boards in the Wolverine zone. 30 seconds to play in our game. This is Aiden Spenningsby into the Wolverine zone. Spenningsby in behind the net. Spenningsby again controls it. Comes back to Murray. To Slaughter. Spenningsby shot. Save made by Kings. Another shot was just wide of the mark. Now Berg tried to control it. And it's shot out of the zone. 5 seconds to go. Our clock is going to run out. And Duluth East is going to pick up win number 2. In fact, they've won 2 out of their last 3 games, 2 victories and 1 overtime tie. So the Hounds are on a roll, and they'll travel to Grand Rapids on Thursday night. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the final scoring in the period. Final thoughts as we wrap up on this cold Tuesday night at the Evelyn Hippodrome.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
And welcome back to the Evelyn Hippodrome. Players shaking hands, coaches talking out in center ice. And let's wrap up on this Tuesday night. First of all, the saves in the hockey game. Ian Kangas made 52 saves tonight. He faced 57 shots in the hockey game, 24 in the first, 21 in the second, and 7 in the third. Meanwhile, Xander Zimski finished with 26 saves, 5, 8, and 13 in the third period. Each team with 4 penalties for 8 minutes in a hockey game. We'll recap the scoring in the first 2 periods. We'll show you the highlights of the 4 goals in the third period. 4:29, Grady Downs made it 1-0 East. At 16 minutes even, it was Pseudo scoring for the Hounds to make it 2-0. We go to period number 2, 11 seconds apart at 5:44. Berg scored his second goal of the season, and then at 5:55, Spenningsby making it 4-0 after 2 periods. Then we move to the third period. Power play at 2:19. Brant Tiedemann, Rudebush, and Headley with the assist. Let's look at the first goal for the Wolverines. That made it 4-1, and then a minute 39 later, Isaac Flatley, Rudebush, and Mannanen with the assist to make it 4-2. Well, you can't have two nicer passes than that. And Rudebush and Mannon again teaming up on that goal. Then a power play at 10:43. Brant Tiedemann scored. That made it 4-3. And then the deciding goal at 13:58. Lars Berg scored his third goal, second goal of the night, to make the final score 5-3. And let's take a quick look at that goal as he walks in all by himself and beats goaltender over the stick side, making the final score 5-3. With the victory, Duluth East now goes to 2-8-1 on the season. Rock Ridge falls to 4-6. For Duluth East, Thursday night they'll be at the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids. That'll be a My9 game for our viewers. Join us for a 7 o'clock start again on Thursday night. Meanwhile, Rock Ridge will go on the road. They will go to the Twin Cities this weekend. Friday they're in Bloomington, Kennedy, and Saturday they'll take on Minneapolis, and then they'll be back home 1 week from tonight, a My9 game against the International Falls Broncos. So that'll do it from the Eveleth Hippodrome. I want to thank Darwin Aller on the camera, also Dave Rossou on one of the side cameras, Steve Rockla down the truck. I'm Bob Cohn with the play-by-play. Once again, our final score tonight, it was the Duluth East Greyhounds over Rock Ridge by a final score